Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Tashana Swaby-Scott. I am a children's author and founder of Future Leaders Read. What my goal is to empower children to become confident readers and future leaders. And in doing that, I help parents come up with strategies and share thoughts and ideas as how to get our children involved in wanting to read, enjoying reading, and so that they build their confidence and become confident readers. You will find stories in my books that help to embody this. So I invite you to follow along with me on this channel, where we will share ideas, build community, share experiences. And I know that as a parent, to you as a parent, I understand the struggles. I understand how it feels when you think that your child isn't a confident reader, not showing the interest in reading as how we would want them to, and trying to come up with creative ways to really help and support our children. So from one parent to another, let's build this community, let's share ideas, and let's do some creative things this summer. I am starting a summer series where I'll be talking each week about ways that we can help to build confident readers who become future leaders. That's what we want our children to do. One of the things that I say to my children all the time is that I want you to be a leader, not a follower. And I strongly believe that confident readers are our future leaders. So let's build community. One of the ways we can do that to encourage our children to want to read this summer. School is out and we don't want them sitting on technology and iPads for the entire 8 weeks. We want them to stay abreast, get interested, so that come September, they're not lagging behind and they're going into school as confident readers, which I strongly believe translates into many different ways in their schoolwork. It also helps to build discipline. That's what I found with my children, that when we build confident readers, this transcends into different areas of their schoolwork. And so they're able to be confident in taking on new challenges, in learning more. It really translates into other areas. And so I strongly believe that building confident readers definitely translates into future leaders. One of the things that I found was when my children were learning to read, I started this, I don't know what you would call it, but it was a schedule. So every day after school, they would come home, take a break, and they know that they have to spend 15 to 30 minutes reading. And I made this a part of their routine. So every day they know that this is what it is. Once you come home, you get yourself settled, get something to eat, and then they know that reading is a priority. As they got older, then we started to make that reading is always a part of their routine. So they started getting homework and activities, after school activities. But I always made sure that reading was a part of their day and a part of their routine when they came from school, so that it now becomes a part of them. There's no if and but and going around it and I can't and I don't feel like. It has become a part of who they are. And I honestly believe that that has helped them to do well in school. The discipline, the consistency, and the support. So one of the things that I did was not just to leave it up to them. I made sure that I was a part of the process with them. So when they come home and they know that they have reading to do, mommy is there with them. Mommy is there encouraging them. New words, we would find the meaning together. I wouldn't necessarily tell them the meaning of the word, but we would start looking through the dictionary. Learning how to use the dictionary was another way that really helped them. So we discovered things together, and I found that to be more engaging for them. They found it to be a little daunting at first, because when they don't recognize a word, it can become a little triggering and a little demotivating. But when we made it an adventure, like, what's the word that we're going to learn this week? What's the word that we're going to discover? How are we going to grow this week? It became a challenge for them, a positive challenge, because it is now something that they look forward to. And if you have more than one a child, then you can make it a game. Put it to them in the form of a game, or maybe a competition. Let's find out what word you discovered this week, or let's see how many words you can find out this week. Make it fun, make it interactive for them. And I find that those are some of the things that help our children to become more engaged in reading. They are more happy and look forward to reading when reading becomes fun. So in order to make summer more educational but while being fun, I encourage you, as I do for myself, take them to the library. I know we have iPods and we have Audible and but it's not the same. Reading is fundamental, and don't substitute going to the library and getting a physical book with an ebook. I have ebooks, but I do encourage you, go and get physical books. Go to the library, get a library card, make that fun, make that an adventure this summer to get their own library cards and get their own books. Make that fun, make that an adventure. Read together. Set a time for them. It doesn't have to be an all-day activity. Read for 10 minutes each day with them and make it fun and interactive. You want them to be engaged. You want them to come back and want to reading. Don't make reading a chore. That is one of the mistakes that I made initially. I wanted to ensure that this is set and this is that. It must be done. But then when it became like, oh, do I have to do that? That's not what we want. We want them to be engaging. We want them to want to read. And so I encourage you to make it fun. When we make the library an adventure for the summer, and you go to the library, it's library day, we're going to pick some exciting books to read, and we're going to read one book for the next 2 weeks and another one. Don't rush it with them. Take your time. Read the stories over. You read to them. Then if they're at a certain age, 6-year-old to 8 to 9, they can read for themselves. You read it to them. Emphasize the words to them. Read in such a way that it energizes. You bring out the story to them so that they, in turn, when they're reading, they're becoming energized and excited about it because they're mimicking mommy or they're mimicking daddy. And so they're reading with that kind of enthusiasm. Make reading fun. Don't make it a chore, because at that point, they don't want to. It's going to be a thing where, oh, mommy said or daddy said I should. Let reading become engaging and an activity that the whole family can enjoy. Once you have that reading time with them set in the day or in the evening when you come home from work, you can do it as a bedtime routine. Take a book, read to them at nights, and let them read and discover new words. Make it a discovery. Make it fun. Make it adventurous, so that this summer they can look at the books that they've read. Write down the names of the books. Have a chart. Write down the names of the books that they've read. And at the end of the summer, they can go through it and say, wow, write down the new words that they learn. Again, this can be fun for them because at the end of the day, they will be proud of themselves. Look at what I did. Look how many books I read. Look at the words that I learned. All of these things are engaging. All of them make them happy, accomplished for the summer. So consider doing this. Consider making reading fun, parents. Make it fun so that at the end of summer, they are on the journey to become confident readers. They're ready for school and they are set in such a way that they enter school confidently. And I tell you, it translates to the rest of their subjects because they have developed this attitude towards reading and attitude towards learning. So it's important for us to make reading fun. So continue this journey with me. Next week, I'm going to go into some affirmations and different techniques that we can do to help make reading fun. Build confident leaders, confident readers, and future leaders. So stick with me. Let's journey together this summer. I will be continuing this summer series about reading and helping our children, empowering our children to become confident readers and future leaders. See you next time.